Ellen DeGeneres' journey begins in a world that demanded resilience from the very start. Born into a strict Christian Science household, where prayer replaced medicine and emotional expression was discouraged, she learned to mask her feelings from an early age. Her parents' separation in 1973 forced her to become an emotional caretaker, and her mother's subsequent remarriage, coupled with a serious illness, added layers of responsibility. At 16, she was thrust into caregiving for her mother while navigating abuse by her stepfather. Experiences that would leave invisible scars and cultivate a quiet inner strength. Financial pressures soon pulled her from the University of New Orleans after a single semester, leaving her to navigate a patchwork of odd jobs. Through these hardships, Ellen discovered her voice, turning pain into humor and shaping the resilience that would define both her comedy and her approach to life. Her early experiences laid the foundation for a career built on authenticity and connection with audiences. Finding comedy amid heartbreak. Comedy found Ellen during the darkest moments of her early adulthood. After the death of her girlfriend Kathy Perkoff in 1980, Ellen was left grieving, homeless, and questioning everything about her life. In a flea-infested basement, she transformed her pain into a stand-up routine, imagining calling God to question the tragic loss. This instinctive humor became her lifeline and the core of her comedic voice. By 1981, she approached a local comedy club in New Orleans with no experience. Only the raw energy of grief turned into performance. Her talent quickly caught national attention when she won Showtime's Funniest Person in America competition in 1982. This victory launched years of touring and honed her observational, clean, and relatable style. Unlike her contemporaries, she stood out with humor that was gentle, warm, and insightful. The transformation of heartbreak into comedy not only defined her early career, but also cemented her as a performer who could turn vulnerability into a bridge for connection. The Tonight Show breakthrough. Ellen's breakthrough came in November 1986 on The Tonight Show, starring Johnny Carson, a pivotal moment that elevated her from regional talent to national recognition. Performing her phone-to-God routine, she captured Carson's attention and earned the rare honor of sitting on the couch, a privilege seldom granted to first-time comedians, especially women. This performance instantly introduced her to a wider audience, showcasing a blend of wit, warmth, and subtle intelligence. Ellen's clean comedy, so different from the edgy humor dominating the era, appealed to viewers seeking relatability and joy. This exposure became the foundation for her career, signaling Hollywood that she possessed both charm and commercial viability. Small television roles and early sitcom attempts followed, none achieving long-term success, but they laid the groundwork for a unique comedic identity. Ellen's journey from local stages to national television reflected her ability to translate personal experiences into universally resonant humor. The early sitcom years. By the mid-1990s, Ellen had achieved her first taste of television success with her sitcom initially titled These Friends of Mine, later renamed Ellen. The show centered on her character, Ellen Morgan, navigating life with warmth and humor. It was safe, approachable, and family-friendly, reflecting her brand of comedy. Yet, behind the scenes, Ellen wrestled with a secret that had shaped her life, her sexuality. Publicly closeted, she navigated growing fame while carrying the weight of personal truth. Ratings were stable but not exceptional, leaving her career at a crossroads. The show's eventual cultural significance would arise from a bold decision to publicly come out. a move that would redefine television history and establish Ellen as a symbol of LGBTQ representation. These years were a delicate balance between personal authenticity and professional ambition, testing her resilience and the entertainment industry's readiness to embrace change. Coming out and cultural earthquake. In 1997, Ellen made history by coming out on the cover of Time magazine and later through her television character in the Puppy episode. The announcement sent shockwaves through American culture, marking an unprecedented moment for a leading sitcom star. The episode aired to more than 42 million viewers and was hailed as groundbreaking, blending humor, awkwardness, and genuine emotion. Yet the triumph was fragile. A BC faced intense backlash from conservative groups. Advertisers withdrew, and threats forced tightened security. Ratings initially surged but then declined, and the show's shift toward storylines addressing sexuality alienated part of its audience. By May 1998, ABC cancelled Ellen after 5 seasons, leaving an abrupt end with no proper finale. The fallout illustrated the tension between cultural progress and public readiness, and Ellen faced professional uncertainty despite the historical significance of her courageous decision to live openly, industry rejection and reinvention. Following the cancellation of Ellen, her career experienced a harsh downturn. Hollywood was wary of openly gay performers, and Ellen's attempts to return through sitcoms like The Ellen Show in 2001 collapsed quickly. Ratings dropped, critics were lukewarm, and networks hesitated to invest in her, making her feel pushed out of the industry. Yet Ellen's resilience led to a strategic pivot: daytime television. In 2003, she launched The Ellen DeGeneres Show, a program designed for smaller budgets, intimate settings, and a focus on joy and positivity. Through dancing, audience interaction, and a be kind philosophy, Ellen reinvented herself. She transformed personal and professional setbacks into an opportunity to reconnect with audiences, proving that reinvention requires both vision and the courage to embrace new formats. This shift was foundational to her eventual resurgence and the establishment of a media empire. The daytime television phenomenon. The Ellen DeGeneres Show became a cultural phenomenon almost immediately. Ellen's blend of generosity, dance, and approachable humor resonated with viewers. The show's giveaways and celebrity interactions created moments that felt authentic, building a loyal audience. Viral clips amplified her reach globally, with short, shareable moments making her a recognizable figure beyond daytime television. Ellen's voice also extended into animation, most notably as Dory in Finding Nemo, cementing her appeal across generations. By embracing positive messaging and humor, she established a persona that blended entertainment with kindness, earning critical acclaim and awards, including 15 daytime Emmys in the first 3 seasons. Ellen's ability to translate personal charm into a media brand exemplifies how perseverance, adaptability, and understanding audience engagement can transform a challenging career into enduring success. The fall from grace. Despite her success, Ellen's reputation began to unravel by the late 2000s. Clips of past behavior were reframed online, portraying playful teasing as coercive or insensitive. Accounts from colleagues, including Kathy Griffin, suggested arrogance, selectivity, and indifference behind the scenes. Social media amplified these stories, casting doubt on the authenticity of her Be Kind brand. In July 2020, BuzzFeed News published a report highlighting a toxic work environment on her show, citing harassment, retaliation, and racism. Executive producers were implicated, and Ellen issued a public apology that many viewed as defensive. Audience viewership and advertising revenue declined sharply, leading to the eventual end of the Ellen DeGeneres show in 2022. The controversy illustrated the fragility of public perception, demonstrating that even the most beloved figures are vulnerable to scrutiny and shifting cultural expectations. Legacy and reflection. Ellen DeGeneres' life story is one of resilience, transformation, and the interplay between personal truth and public expectation. From a strict upbringing to personal loss and the discovery of comedy, she turned pain into a platform that transformed television history. Her rise, fall, and reinvention highlight the complexity of fame, showing how triumph is often accompanied by hidden struggles. While her legacy includes both immense cultural contributions and controversy, it underscores the human dimension behind celebrity, vulnerability, courage, and the ongoing challenge of aligning public persona with private integrity. Ellen's story reminds us that even in the glare of fame, authenticity and kindness, though sometimes questioned, remain central to enduring impact and influence, leaving a nuanced and instructive legacy for audiences and peers alike.